Alright everyone, Joey here, and in this video I'm going to count down the 10 cities in the United States that had the highest murder rates for 2022. Now it just so happens that during that year, last year, I visited every one of those cities. So what I'm going to do is just show you the footage that I shot in each one. So, without further ado, as they say, let's begin. Here's number 10. I'm stuck in traffic. Somebody car broke down, it looks like, right there in the middle of the intersection. So I'm trying to get around him. This step's that Rocky Balboa ran up as he came up to the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Rocky gets up here to the top and look at me, out of breath. And he turns around and he makes his triumphant scream. Looked a lot different then. Downtown has considerably grown. Looking at some of these really interesting old neighborhoods. I gotta tell you guys, this is a terrible city to drive in. A historic place. That building there is Independence Hall. That is where the Declaration of Independence was signed. Now Philadelphia is one of America's biggest cities. It's got 1.6 million people. I believe it ranks 6th in the country right now. Metro population is 6.2 million, which makes it the 7th largest metro area in the U.S. At one time, Philadelphia was the biggest city in the United States. Late 1700s up until 1790, and then in 1790 New York surpassed Philadelphia and became the largest city. I'm in front of Philadelphia City Hall right now. I guess you can kind of see it. The sun's really in the wrong place. It's got a huge statue of William Penn at the top. This is the guy who founded the city and the state is named after. Got some guys selling some stuff on the street there. A common sound and sight in this area. Alright, I'm coming upon Kensington now. I'm on Lehigh. So Lehigh and Kensington. And this is where the madness begins right off the bat. But here we go. Into Kensington we go.
On your right, 2970 C Street. Arrived. Yeah, I'm not going to stop here.
It may surprise you to know that Kansas City, Missouri was founded first. And Kansas City, Kansas came after. I would have thought the other way, but nope. Now I'm cruising up a hill towards downtown. A lot of interesting artwork here on this concrete wall. I'm going to take a quick look at it. Yeah, I'm going to find a place to park here in a second. I gotta tell you guys though, it sure is quiet. I mean, I'm right in the heart of downtown. And there's not much down here. I'm still on the fence as to whether this is one of the 10 best downtowns in the country, because there's sure no foot traffic. The Lewis and Clark Expedition, 1804. That is pretty awesome. In 1910, Kansas City had over 200 brothels. So back in those days, it was a very how else do you say it, but it was a booming business. So this is where Martin Luther King is buried. Looks like next to his wife. So this is it. This is the home that Martin Luther King was born in.
January 15th, 1929.
Oh, there it is then, huh? Interesting that this is where he started life. And just a 5-minute walk that way is where his tomb is. So we are going to go to Martin Luther King's backyard of his house, the place he played when he was a kid. This is a pretty nice house.
Big house.
Yeah. Was it said that he grew up in poverty? I don't know. Nobody said that? Okay.
No.
This is a decent house. So this is the back view of where Martin Luther King grew up in Atlanta, and his yard. The Capitol building here in Georgia, in Atlanta, and just a block away you can see a lot of homeless encampments, which I find, I don't know, sad maybe. Again, there's the Capitol. Well, we are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the city of beer and cheese. Actually, there's a lot more to it than that, but that is one of the pillars of Milwaukee's culture. Now, statistically speaking, the city is among the most diverse in the country. However, it is also among the most segregated. We are on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard here in Milwaukee. Lots of shops and bars here, and the Wisconsin Cheese Mart is right there. We're going to go into the Wisconsin Cheese Mart, the world's largest selection of Wisconsin cheese. Cheese curds. I think you can eat these just like this, right out of the package. You don't have to fry them. Wow. Tequila Reaper Patron. All right. We are in Cleveland, Ohio. And the weather sucks.
The town that spring has forgotten.
As you most likely know, rock music has its basis in the blues music of the Deep South, particularly Memphis. And in the 30s and 40s, white musicians began reinterpreting that music into their own style, but it really wasn't getting played on radio stations until 1951, when a Cleveland DJ named Alan Freed began playing it full time on his radio station. Now, as he was playing the music, he coined it rock and roll. And it is for that reason that is generally considered that Cleveland is the birthplace of rock and roll, and so that is the reason the hall is here in this city. Of course, you've got to have the Michael Jackson glove, and there it is, the famous glove. Well, we are done at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Another shot of the skyline of Cleveland. Hey, we're almost here. Moe's Tavern. Now you guys are thinking, hey, isn't that the name of the bar in The Simpsons? Did they steal the name from Simpsons? No, just the opposite. Some of the Simpsons writers, when they were developing the show, used to come to this bar and named that bar on the TV show after this bar. So this is the bar that inspired Moe's Tavern in The Simpsons, and that's where we're going to go now, because I do like The Simpsons.
So
Go in, I'm following you.
why don't I call myself Marge and you call yourself?
I don't know. All right, then in we go. Yeah. Hole in the wall place. It's my favorite kind of place. The Peabody ducks. I'll walk over there in a minute to show them to you. So these ducks stay here all day and just hang out in this fountain. And then at 5 o'clock today, a red carpet will be rolled out to the elevators, and they will go up to their $200,000 penthouse. So one of the quirky things in Memphis. Okay, so we are at the Lorraine Motel here in Memphis, and of course, if you know any history, you know that this is where Martin Luther King was shot as he was standing on the balcony right there, room 306. And believe it or not, it's really cool inside. We're fixing to show you.
He's turning 23.
Sure enough. Anyway, yeah, we're about to head in to this giant pyramid. This elevator is the world's tallest freestanding elevator. So we're gonna go up in it.
For one big old Mississippi River blue cat. One day, my dear friends, fishing buddies, Johnny Mars, the founder of this place.
Afraid of heights.
Yeah, you can't be afraid of heights. But it's a great view of downtown.
I love being up high.
Huh?
I love being up high.
A great view of Memphis. So there's downtown, and of course the mighty Mississippi. Beale Street, the world famous Beale Street, home of the Memphis Blues. This street's been around since 1841, and the likes of B.B. King and Muddy Waters have played there, and it's a National Historic District.
Please make some
Tina
noise
Turner
on
vibes.
stage, the B.B.
like-
King All-Star Band.
All right. All right, there we go. General Motors World Headquarters. That is impressive, isn't it? If you appreciate architecture in any way, you love these buildings. Well, you are looking at the Detroit River, which empties out into Lake Erie. That is Canada. The skyline of Windsor, Ontario. The world headquarters of cheap pizza. But when you are broke like I am often, yeah, I'll have some Little Caesars. And then the Fillmore next to it. And then there's this cool Huntington building. I like that. Scan around this way, and yeah, Comerica Park. This is where the Tigers play. Got a big tiger here guarding this entranceway. A couple of them. They definitely have a "don't you mess with us" look on their face, don't they? Hustler Club. It's a beautiful building. And oh boy, wonder if I could get the wife to wear one of these. Woohoo! Well, I'll say this about Baltimore. Seems like they like to have fun. And look at these birds. It's kind of staying in front of me. Well, from this spot, I could go swimming in the harbor. I could just jump right off, huh? If I was brave enough to do that, which I'm not. Plus, it's about 50 degrees out here. I'll show you what the city looks like right here. If this building was a person, it would be Marilyn Monroe. It's gorgeous. Might be the most beautiful building in this city. Right now I'm driving down notorious North Street, heading towards Pennsylvania. Giving you a look at some of the beautiful old buildings down here. If you're an architecture buff and you love old buildings, St. Louis is a good place to come visit. There's lots of great old stuff here. And look at that. Wow. Well, there's a tractor there, so apparently they're going to fix this. I guess it burned down. Huh. Yeah, this is, well, see for yourself. An intersection. This guy's just sitting here in the road. I guess he's panhandling, but it's weird. He's not asking for money. He's just, this other guy over here, they're just standing in the road. It's kind of bizarre. And I'm stuck at this light. He doesn't seem to be dangerous though. He's just standing there. St. Louis is a crazy place. Gateway Arch National Park. So I'm here now. So how cool, huh? There's where the arch goes into the ground. Very solid filling, but of course it would be. I'll give you a look of what I'm looking at right now. A lot of graffiti, or attempted graffiti, on the side here. Arch entry here. All right. Well, that's going to be interesting to see how that works.
North Cam you'll be using today, which opened to the public in 1967, and then the South Cam on the opposite side.
All right, so the door's open. That's what I'm going to get into right now. That's where this was. I'm in this little capsule.
All right, everyone. Please make
very
sure
small.
you are clear.
So, yeah. You can see, I guess you can see that. Yeah, we are heading up now. Whoa! Oh, look at that. Work areas, I guess. You can see the machinery. How cool, huh? Woo! All right, we are off the tram now, going up those stairs to the last part. The last little section to get to the very, very top. All right, here we are, almost to the top. All right, here it is, the very, very top of the arch. There's St. Louis.
I'm sure we can go whichever way is the Voodoo Market.
What's that?
Voodoo Market.
Yeah, there's voodoo shops all over. That's like an ultra modern one.
That would be a more interesting part of it, though.
Oh, there it is. We got to go this way. The wife has never been to the French Quarter. She says it's got to be more interesting than this. Yes, it is. Guys making some noise with empty pickle or buckets.
First time I ever saw
A bar top that changes colors. Kids playing. Got the kids put to work. The New Orleans Harbor. Or the New Orleans Port. Wherever it's going. But it's pretty awesome. From the Superdome. I was hoping I could get right up on it, but I guess I can't. But I remember when this was built, when I was a kid, and it was an architectural wonder. One of the wonders of the world. Doesn't look habitable. It's hard to imagine something that large just sitting there empty, but kind of towers a bit over to the skyline, kind of to the edge, and I was thinking it was a cool looking building from the distance. That looks like an observation deck up there. I mean, honestly, it'd be a really cool hotel, but as you can see, it is, wow, really bad condition. I'm gonna guess, let me zoom in on here. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that it's empty. Yeah, you can see, look at all that broken glass. It's a unique and interesting looking building, but see this barbed wire on top? I hate to see something like this in this condition.
And like I said, from that top floor, that would be an amazing view of the city. Right here in the heart of downtown New Orleans, right in the middle, I would say. That is the tallest building, built about 50 years ago, so like a lot of buildings back then, it just looks like a big box. It's not really interesting. I'm just going to walk down the street. You can hear all the noise from the live music. Love is power. So, famous store. Alright, we're gonna go hear some live music.